pause the video real quick, rewind that, and then watch how you put this jacket on. Attack on Titan is one of the most popular series out right now. The Attack on Titan fan base is literally a cult, but it's for good reason. The series is very well written, absolutely fantastic to read through, and there's so much layers to the story. And one of my favorite aspects of that is the main character himself, who is the absolute GOAT, being Eren Yeager. Now, I kind of wanted to get this video out so I could deride Eren for like a whole 10 minutes. I do want to talk about Attack on Titan as a whole, but if I was to, it probably would only be like a 3-minute video. I have to really sit down and write it all out. I have not read Attack on Titan since like 2021, and if I was to ever make a video on it, I really have to reread it, so I have to spend a lot more time actually researching it before I start making more Attack on Titan videos. But literally everything about Eren is still fresh into my head because, as the title says, Eren is him. He is the literal GOAT. Before I go into why Eren's the GOAT, I'm gonna bullet point through some of my problems with Attack on Titan, just so some of y'all don't think I'm extremely biased or anything, because as much of a masterpiece Attack on Titan is, there is some problems with it. I'm not gonna go through the ending until all the way in the end, and I won't even talk about it like that because I done fought too many Twitter niggas about this, and I'm not trying to go through that again. So bullet round, let's get it. I feel like the side characters of the series are kind of lackluster, not so much in the writing aspect, but more so emotionally. A lot of these characters really lack personality, or they are a single trope. However, the writing around them that is not personality-wise is actually quite good. Although I really do love Attack on Titan's time skip, it is not that well done, as it really feels like a complete series reset, and the series is never given the time to sit down and breathe, as the entire time skip really just feels like a bunch of info dumps. You really are not given that much time to absorb a lot of the new information that the series continuously throws at you each and every single chapter. And also, once the time skip happens, Attack on Titan really breaks show don't tell. It constantly shoves the theme of the show down your throat without letting you find it out for yourself. But let's get into it. Let me shut up.
Wake up, filthy.
I don't think Eren is nothing crazy when the series first started. He's kind of just the basic protagonist that be loudmouth, got big goals, always trying to talk, he thinks he's the one, but he really wasn't nothing. There was mad niggas surrounding him that were doing way better than he was. Like, how you the main character of your own show and Levi just out saucing you in every single one. Although Eren doesn't really become the GOAT for me until later on in the series, Eren is still a very well written main character for the series. He's one of those characters where his actions so easily fit the world, and everything that he does is so in character. It doesn't feel like he's ever written out of character just to move certain plot points the way the writer wants it to. Everything that happens in the plot feels natural to Eren, and the way Eren is written, with the amount of emotions that he feels that is translated well to the viewer, you can't really look at the story through any other lens other than his and get something more emotional or more captivating than through the lens of Eren. For example, there is some people that think that if Naruto's main focus was Rock Lee, it would be a much better story. Now, that is completely debatable, but I could see why, because Rock Lee has no powers. Everything that he got was built from the dirt, from the ground up, and it is a very relatable and easy to invest to story. There's a reason why Rock Lee versus Gaara is literally the most popular fight from that series, despite that being Rock Lee's damn near only fight in the actual canon. In Attack on Titan, you can't really say that. If the series was to follow someone like Reiner for the whole time, would that be a creative type of story? Yes, but you will really be missing the emotional charge that Eren brings. Or if you were to pick another character like Levi, for example, you're gonna miss, again, the emotional charge that Eren brings to the table. Eren's just one of those characters that his emotions and how he's written really controls the entire story, and you can't really look at it through another lens and get as enjoyable of a story. Besides that, Eren is a pretty solid main character, I suppose, before he really becomes him. He wasn't able to do too much in the first few seasons. He was kind of just a lapdog, but it all really builds up into the time skip. And this is where Eren really locks in, bro. That's when that nigga really goes crazy. and becomes an actual GOAT main character. First off, before I even go into any character things, we gotta talk about his drip, bro. Hold on, pause the video real quick, rewind that, and then watch how he put this jacket on. This nigga really think he in an edit, but he had it on though. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. The man bun had niggas in real life copying him daily. I still remember that to this day. Y'all are not slick. The scars he was rocking was looking crazy. That man was looking like Yusuke. I know a lot of you youngins don't get it like that, but back in my day, Yusuke was really rocking that tattoo, shirt off, jean look, bro. Y'all niggas is not hip. He's the original founder, bro. He's the blueprint. The long hair look also looks very good on him too. He was really trying to be Musashi with that eye patch, but he was killing the look, bro. I'm telling you, he looks so much better compared to the pubescent man-child that he had for the first literal 3 seasons. Like, I see Eren, I'm like, this is a nigga I could actually get behind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could look at him through the screen, I'll be like, he's just like me. But when he's out there crying, getting kicked by Levi, I'm just looking, I'm like, what are you doing? But anyways, bro, once season 4 starts, once that time skip happens, bro, Eren takes the gloves off. He is a completely different man, bro. And I love everything about him, bro. First off, he was playing mental chess with Reiner. His brain capacity couldn't even handle it. He was really just playing with someone who was already suicidal. I just know he was sitting in that chair in the back of his head just laughing during that whole little interrogation scene. But I love that scene so much as it draws a lot of really good parallels between Eren and Reiner. And these characters really are very similar, and it's not something that I even noticed when I first watched. I had to get into this part for myself to actually see the parallels between the two. And then when Eren popped up during that declaration of war, bro, that's how you know he was on straight timing. He would even let his ops transform, which is a rule in the anime Bible, bro. Nigga just straight decks him. While one of the Titan users was in there, Crystal, he used another Titan as a nutcracker and drank the juices of the blood in his mouth. Like, bro, how is he not the GOAT? How do you read that and not say that he's the GOAT? I'm telling you, who's doing better than him? If you've seen my Berserk video, you know how I love when characters go absolutely balls to the wall and they just go crazy. And Eren is the absolute embodiment of that. And I love each and every single second of it because it felt so natural, especially after the twist from season 3. After finding out all that, who wouldn't act like Eren? Because if I was in his shoes, I probably would be going just as crazy. And there is so much more devious stuff that this man does. He looks straight at the love of his life and he tells him, I never liked you. Like, bro, who put Future's album in front of Eren for him to say that? Like, that was absolutely crazy. I remember when I watched that, my jaw was straight dropped. He should not be allowed to say that. Even though Armin got that hit on him, Eren really just ate that like he was John. Got right back up and then Max comboed his ass like he was nothing in front of the hoes. Like, I can see why Armin wanted to kill that nigga so bad afterwards, because getting embarrassed in front of the hoes? Oh nah, they might as well strip that nigga of his rank right then and there. One of my other favorite scenes is when he's in the jail cell with Pike. I don't remember how to say her name, I'm sorry. She had the gun to his face. She was so ready to slime him out. Eren was just standing there. He was like, bro, if you wanted to shoot me, you would have already shot me. I'm telling you, he was standing 10 toes down. That nigga was not moving nowhere, bro. He was him. You put that fraud Midoriya in that same scenario, he would have been on his knees begging, bro. I'm telling you. We go on and on and on about some of the crazy things that Eren did throughout this season. I kind of want to talk about the 2 favorite scenes of his character that really propel him for me, being the I'm sorry scene and the I'm free moment, which just happened in the anime. The I'm sorry scene feels so real because this is something that has been built up throughout the entire series. Just for him to get disappointed by the world that he encountered and him realizing that he has to destroy it, and then he's looking at a kid who doesn't even know what's going on and he's like, I'm so sorry, but he's crying straight tears, being like, I'm so sorry, I gotta do what I gotta do. That level of that level of vulnerability in a character feels so real, and it's actually fantastic. Damn, I really cannot say that word. Oh my god. Especially since if you've seen something like Code Geass, a lot of the time when characters do something like this, they shoulder all the pain within them and you never get to see them vulnerable. They shoulder all the pain towards themselves and they don't tell a soul, and you don't know how they felt while doing those actions until either after they're dead or you might not even know at all. You know, keeping all your pain bottled up until you absolutely explode from the inside is real. You know, all men do it, me included. But watching a TV show and seeing someone actually hit that vulnerable side that most of us don't even tap into, I don't know why it feels so refreshing to see. And during this scene, you literally see the kid that he's apologizing to die in front of your eyes, showing how Eren is really going all the way with it, and I love it. And it leads me to the scene where he's up on the cloud saying, "I'm free." This scene is very beautiful as well because Eren feels like he's free, he's at the top of the world. This is the best that could ever happen to him. This is exactly what he wanted. This is the freedom that he so yearned for the entire series. But the whole time, this nigga's just a bot. Because if you look at the entire series, he is just another pawn in this cycle of hatred. He thinks that he's free. He thinks that everything he's doing is of his free will, when in reality, he is literally creating actions in the confines of the continuous cycle of hatred that is portrayed throughout the entire series. And I love that as a theme, because it's almost like a walking contradiction. What he thinks he is isn't at all what is reality. And I feel like this "I'm free" scene is completely broken by the ending. Now, disregarding the simping, which I will get to, the main thing that I do not like about the ending is the fact that Eren controlled the Titan to kill his mom. All the other details I don't really remember like that, so don't try to come at me in the comments, bro. I'm not gonna be fighting y'all. I done fought too many niggas on Twitter last year about this. I'm not doing it again. But the fact that he brought the Titan to kill his mom really kills the cycle of hatred thing that I was just talking about, because the fact that it was him really kills the purpose. Because if it really was just a cycle of hatred, it just naturally happened to his mom, it would feel so much better. But the fact that he controlled it to happen to him doesn't feel nearly as satisfying, in my opinion, and it kind of kills the main theme that I personally really liked about Eren. But most people, when they talk about the ending, they talk about this scene in the sand where Eren's crying like a little hoe for the fact that he lost his shorty. Bro's like, "I want her to love me so bad," all for her to go sleep with the nigga that he was beefing with. That's tough. And this could work. I don't think that the idea is what's wrong here. It's just the execution is actually horrible. It's like for the ending, the manga got handed off to a bunch of CW writers, because this dialogue is actually atrocious. I would read this off of The Flash or Riverdale or something. I don't know why this is coming out of Attack on Titan.
Noticed? I'm weird. I'm a weirdo.
And it feels so jarring because throughout all of the time skip, they're treating Eren like God, like he's this super alpha male that literally does no wrong. He literally gets a cult because of how dope he is. Eren does literally no wrong in the time skip, just for him at the end to just be so vulnerable, and not in the sense where he looks strong being vulnerable, like the scene that I really like. It looks weak, like extremely weak. And that's what makes the change so jarring. And I think that's why a lot of people don't like the ending like that, especially the Mikasa portion. But again, it's definitely something I have to reread. I'm not gonna take it up to bat with other keyboard warriors. Y'all got that. I'm not gonna hold you. But other than that, Eren is really one of the best protagonists I've done ever seen. I ain't gonna hold you. He is fantastic. When it comes to anime protagonists, he's probably within my top 5. He really don't miss, and I love him a lot. But that's all I got for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Wake up, filthy.
Hey, it's like you got come in peace. Today I want war. Try to feel my pain every time I had to strike myself in the store. No, I be on lean. Since you left, it's been codeine galore. On pretty pink cups everywhere I go. This ain't a dream no more.